Hi everyone, Angela here, and I wanted to talk to you guys about something that has been on my heart this week, and that is self-care and self-love. And I've really been feeling this a lot this week, that we are really being asked within us, within ourselves, to take care of ourselves and love ourselves, because there's a lot going on right now. I feel a lot of tension and a lot of sadness, a lot of anger. And in order to balance all those energies, we have to have more love. We have to find our peace. We have to find our happiness. And to do those things, or to feel those things, there's different things that we can do so that we can connect with those parts of us. And one thing that I really like to do is, one, meditation is really important, because the brain and the mind, it tends to think about yesterday or tomorrow or what we need to do in 30 minutes from now. And so we're constantly thinking. And I read this in a book one time, and it called Our Minds Our Crazy Roommate. And it really stuck with me, because sometimes I feel like I have this crazy roommate inside of my head. And I know you know what I'm talking about. It's like you feel like they're crazy, and you're like, I'm feeling a little crazy today. But I know it's not normally how I feel, but I know it's just, if I'm not staying on top of my self-care and self-love, that's when I notice that crazy roommate starts speaking really loud. And it throws me off balance, because then I start listening to her, and I start thinking that that is truth. And so I've just noticed that it's so important to take care of ourselves, especially when there's a lot going on in the world, because we feel each other energetically. Okay, we are energetic beings, and we are electric, right? We are energy, and so we feel people. When you walk into a room, you can tell when someone's sad, if you're really in tune with your feelings. And so anyways, we are affecting people wherever we go, and we are picking up their energies. And so sometimes we don't know if you're feeling down because of us, or if we're feeling down because of someone else's feelings. So anyways, some self-care tips that really helps me is meditation. And it doesn't have to be where you're sitting and no, that's not necessarily what I'm talking about. I mean, some people do that, and that's fine, that's great. But there's different meditation techniques as well. And it's really just about being still within the mind and shutting off those thoughts. And I know for some people, they have a really hard time shutting off their brain. So some things that you could do instead to get yourself into that part of your brain is through movement, right? Through dance, through exercise, through taking a hike or a walk, and looking at the trees around you as you're walking, or looking at the ground and noticing your surroundings, being in the moment. That's going to really put you into your body and out of your mind. So yeah, if you have a hard time doing that, getting into the mind, get into it through movement. And then also something that I really like to do to help take care of myself is to take a detox bath. And you can add Epsom salts to the bath and essential oils. Epsom salts are really high in magnesium, and our bodies and our brains, they need magnesium so we can run at a more optimum level. And it really helps release some of the tension in our muscles. And then I like to put essential oils in. I use doTERRA, and I love doTERRA essential oils. So it's a therapeutic grade essential oil, and I like to put either lavender, or they have one called Elevation, which is really, really nice. And I really love putting those in my water to really help relax me. And I'll light my candles, I'll put on some Zen, some really relaxing music. And it can be whatever you like, if you're into jazz. But you want it to be relaxing. You want the tempo to be relaxing and slower. And the candle light just kind of puts you in that mood. instead of the bright light, and so it's automatically relaxing your body. And it's good to do that before bed. So I really like the detox baths. And just close your eyes and you can even just listen to the music, and let the music take you on a musical journey. And so yeah, detox baths are something I really recommend. And then I really love either reading, because that's going to get you into the story, or, whether it's nonfiction or fiction, either one, but it's getting you into that, right? Getting you out of the head. I mean, you are thinking, but you're thinking about something that is beneficial, instead of negative self-talk, right? And so, or you can write in a journal. Writing is really good because when you're writing in a journal, you're able to get all of that out on paper. And so it just gets it all out onto paper, and you're able to write your feelings and your thoughts and whatever's coming to you. And also, I would also recommend, if you're creative, which we're all creative, we're all creative in our own way, and some of us are more creative than others because we've tapped into that, and some people just haven't fully tapped into their creative abilities, but we all have creative abilities. And so something else that is really fun to do is painting or drawing or anything crafty or building, because you're getting into it with your hands and you realize a lot about yourself through creating and through making art. So that is another thing that I really recommend. And also with self-care techniques, it's extremely important, I can't stress it enough, to drink lots of water. You can even put lemon in your water. It really helps flush out the body and detoxify. Also, eat your fruits and vegetables. And I know that we've been hearing that for a long time from our mothers and our fathers and our grandparents, but it's true, because the fruits and the vegetables are raw, and so they're taken from the earth. It's not processed. It's not it's man grown. The man is one who helps to grow it, but along with Mother Nature, but it's not processed. And you really want those raw, organic, if you can. If you can't, that's okay too. But to have those raw fruits and vegetables, because they're really going to help give your body the vitamins and minerals that it needs to function at an optimum level. It's like your body's like a car, and cars run the best on premium oil. If you do unleaded, your car is going to end up having some problems later on down the road. And with premium oil, right, you're able to have longevity for the car. Same with your body. When you put the best foods, like fruits and vegetables, you're able to get the vitamins and the minerals that your body needs so it can function its best. So I really recommend that. And there's lots of recipes. You can do cooked vegetables, you can do raw vegetables. Some people's bodies do better on one or the other. Fruits are really good, and that's another thing too. Just try different fruits and see what you like. Because I know for me, for a long time, bananas made me feel tired, so I didn't eat a lot of bananas. So not every vegetable or every fruit is for everybody, but just try different ones and see what you like. So yes, fruits and vegetables, water, meditation, detox baths, and creating. Exercise. Exercise is also very important. And like I was saying before, hiking, exercising, whether it's lifting weights, yoga, going on a walk, anything that's really moving your body and getting your cardio up and working out your muscles is really, really great for you as well. And something that I notice whenever I'm doing something like exercise with weights or running or dancing is that you're literally releasing the energy from your body. So we take in a lot of energy from, and a lot of stuff from the outside world, whether it's negative, positive, or just information, data. And we take all that in. And when we take it in, we need to get it out. We need to exform it out of our bodies. And so a really good way of doing that, one of the good ways of doing that is through exercise, like I was saying. And so when you're moving, it's like, think about it, like you're literally pushing out of your body, right? When you're dancing, you're swinging, and that's why you really feel better when you get done. And if you're sweating, because you're detoxing. So that's another great reason for that. And also, really pay attention to your self-talk. What are you telling yourself? Are you telling yourself that you're stupid? Don't do that. Don't tell yourself you're stupid. That's gonna put your brain in it's gonna make you think that you're stupid. Or if you do something that, you're like, oh, why'd I do that? That was so dumb. Like, be careful what words you're choosing for yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be loving to yourself. And really pay attention to what you're saying, because ultimately we have to be our own best friends. And how would you speak to your best friend? I hope it's loving, and we need that. We need to speak loving to ourselves. And if you feel that you are starting to have negative self-talk, then maybe go do one of those things that I talked about, one of those self-care techniques, or go do something fun. There's lots of things to do to get ourselves out of our heads, out of that conversation with that crazy roommate, and to get inside of our bodies, because that is where we come back to ourselves, and that is where we find our peace, and that is where we find our love, and that is where we find our truth. We find a lot of things when we are connected with our bodies and our body wisdom. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Until next time, thank you. Bye.